News in the world of Valheim, let's go! We have our word from the devs for September. They let us know that now the Call to Arms update is out, that they are focusing the team solely on content for the Deep North and 1.0. Armor sets are being designed, dungeons are getting fleshed out, and enemies are being animated. They say that they want us to see it all, but they also want to make sure there's plenty of things for us to discover on our own. And I think that's a nice way of them saying they're being much more tight-lipped than they have even in the past regarding what's coming in the Deep North. Because of that, we're not getting another episode of Herver Bloodtooth to analyze yet, just like we didn't get one last month. They're giving us one single picture, and it's this one showing a couple new pieces of furniture that we're going to get that will be made from the wood that is found in the Deep North. So we have this little table here that's a bit chunkier, and the chair that she's sitting on, which looks like it's the same shape as the chair we already have in game, but it has a design on the back of it that is similar to the design that we get in the Blackwood. You can also see over here in the build that it is using some of these big chunky log beams in building the house itself, similar to what we find in the Mistlands, and we did already know we were going to be getting these as build pieces, as they've shown that before in the Voyage of Herver, Mrs. Bloodtooth, if you will. A few little details and speculation. Since Valheim recently announced that it is going to be coming to PlayStation in 2026, people have been picking apart that announcement trailer. Of course, it is in large part just kind of an overview of the game to date. There's a few of these scenes where it's animated as well. And we've kind of learned from experience not to get too excited about anything we see in there, because just because it's in an animated trailer does not necessarily mean that it's going to end up in the game. One thing I've seen some people really focus on is this creature right here. In the background, it's like some giant wooden ant looking thing. And it does look like this is mountains in the background. So they're like, is this a preview of a creature that's going to be in the Deep North? This is part of an animated section of the trailer, though, and it could very well just be talking about some kind of original story that happened when Odin sent the Forsaken here, since this trailer is told from the perspective of the Forsaken, saying, "You'll never get us out of here." So I don't think we should read too much into that. It does seem like the Call to Arms little update that we were promised before Deep North has been received pretty positively. There are quite a few little things in there that we had been asking for, like being able to have the training dummy and obviously the bears. We also can do target practice now. You have the tokens. They've been doing a little bit of rebalancing on some of the new potions and stuff, and they might continue making some more tweaks to this update. But for the most part, I think it's pretty stable as it is. I really like the changes that they made to the ghosts, actually. The sneaky armors that we thought might have been for the Deep North turned out to be for this update. Risque as they are on female players, just saying. So I think that was a pretty good update for especially players that are going long term. I don't know how many new players it brought in. PlayStation obviously is going to bring in a lot of people, but that's not going to be till next year. So at least we got some things from Iron Gate to help keep us long-term players having something new to play around with until we get Deep North out. I will definitely be starting a whole new community server. When that does happen, my community's already voted on that. So feel free to come hang out with us in Discord. And you might want to keep an eye out for some new Happy Gaming merch that will be coming very soon. See what I did there? Until next time, happy gaming.